So hello, if these two wonderful faces here, which side are you on? You're on this side, are strangers to you, then hello, welcome. My name is Claire Clark, and I help businesses grow their business by using planners, workbooks, and journals as marketing tools, as lead-generated marketing tools that bring people into your world to sell them your other stuff. And we are here today with Joanna. So Joanna has made a wonderful book that we're going to talk about. I can't wait to show you. I've got one here. You've got one there, haven't you? Yeah.
I have, yeah.
First of all, just introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi, I'm Joanna. I joined Claire's course at the start of July and made a completely different book to the book I was expecting to make. So I did pre-July help people with selling to corporates, and I have now completely changed my business to helping people plan.
Love it. And you're here today because it's live now, isn't it? It has live. It's launched. You have just launched the Fantabulous Festival Planner. And I absolutely love this. Tell us about this.
So it launched on the 2nd of October, and it's all about helping people who would like to take their children to festivals, but maybe who've never done it before, not sure what to expect. But it's a bit more than that, because it's a planner, so it helps you decide which ones to go to. It helps you get ready for them, organise your weekend, but it's also got lots of room for journaling. So there's a hard back and a soft back, and the hardback in particular makes a brilliant keepsake.
Yeah.
And there's also activities in it for actually when you're at the festival and you need a 5-minute break. I think, we all have those moments where kids are running around and you just want to sit and maybe, I don't know, have a beer or a wine and chill out and keep them entertained doing something. So it's got all of it in it, quite frankly.
I love this, and what I love about it, and people hear me say this a lot on the course, is I really encourage people to go full colour inside, because it makes such a difference. It makes such a difference to how it feels. You've got so many more options just to make it look so much more engaging and fun. And I love what you've done here with the colours. I love what you've done here with the tabs on the side. So what sections are these? So that's...
Yeah, so there's a start section which is all about planning the whole of your summer, and which festivals you want to go to, because I'm actually writing a blog post at the moment about the festivals that are on next year.
Cool.
There are so many. There are like 10 or 15 a week every weekend from the end of May to the end of August. So working out which one to go to is a big deal. Some suit some families more than others. And then each of the different coloured strips down the side, there's space for 3 festivals within the book for you to record your memories and your weeks at 3 festivals. So that's what the different colours represent. The activity section has something a bit special about it. And obviously, I know not everybody just has one child, and maybe you want copies of those activities one each. So certainly for the colouring pages, maybe they want to do one each, or the competitions, you can literally turn it into a competition between all the children with you by going online and downloading additional copies.
For the adults.
Yeah. And then at the end, there's a whole section around doing an awards session. So about this time of year, when the summer's over and you can all sit down together and go through what your favourite moments were.
And reminisce, right?
Reminisce. Yeah, think of those long gone summer days.
I really want to get into taking my family to festivals, right? And we tried one and we failed miserably. We're like, there's a local one, it's not doing good, we'll just go. And I think one of the things that, one of the problems is there's so many, I just don't know which one to choose. Because, it's a big investment, isn't it? I know some people go to multiple of them, and some people will just go to one. Like, it's a big investment. That's what we're going to spend the money on. They're going to go all out or whatever. And I think having something that helps you choose, I think that's really, really valuable. Why did you decide to put that in? Where did that idea come from?
A lot of it for that exact reason. There's a lot of tips and tricks in there as well about if it is your first one, how can you make it easier? So things like you've just said, choosing a local one, And then there's things about where you can actually park. Can you park next to your tent? If you can't, get a trolley, because you're going to have to walk over fields with all your camping stuff. And not everybody wants to do that. So choose a festival where you don't have to do it. That, you know, they exist. So I wanted to put in about choosing it. And I think, you know, people get very kind of overawed, especially when they're busy and they've got jobs and they are, you know, wanting to have the best possible time they can. Pure number one, because they don't have a lot of time, and number two, because, like you say, it can be a big investment. There are tips in there on making it cheaper as well and keeping to a budget, but I think it's, you know, at its root, planning is really simple. It's working out what you want, working out where offers it, and then how are you going to get there. And I think if you just keep it as those 3 steps and use the templates, it just makes it a lot easier.
Brilliant. Do you know what I've just spotted, which I really love? Leaving day.
Yeah.
Because my instant thought was, kids, you sitting down, do that while we pack everything up. Like, keep you amused, you're not under my feet while we're trying to find everything, pack everything, you know, and they're not wandering off. You're like, where's he gone? You know, I love that.
It can be quite hard to get out of a festival. I mean, we've sat in car parks for like 6 hours trying to get out. There are certain ones where you go out onto a single road and there's, you know, everything else is coned off, and there's like 30,000 people trying to get out onto that road all at the same time. My husband doesn't perform at that festival anymore, thankfully. I won't mention its name.
I love this. So where can people find this?
So it's available on Amazon, Amazon only at the moment. I think next year, hopefully, we're going to be at a lot of the festivals, possibly with a stall, possibly.
There's no hope and possibly about, like, your son has already predicted the future. We've had a conversation about this. There's no hope or possibly about this. This is going to be everywhere. I just know it. This is just going to go. Yeah, it's just going to explode.
Yeah, I think I hope so. I've not had any. I mean, I've tried to get people involved in it throughout the whole kind of development of it. So I've had people take it to a festival and test it. This is, I think, now the 3rd or 4th draft of it. I've had lots of influencers review it. There's a learning.
That's a live today.
Some of them are great. Let's leave it at that. Some are brilliant. I mean, I have to say, I've been really lucky. I did choose.
I'll say with everything, right? Anybody, you know, you can find good.
Yeah, I have. I've had some
tricky
really
experiences.
Yeah. And so I hope it is going to be everywhere. I hope so, because there's nothing else like it, as far as I can find.
Do you have a social media footprint somewhere for this?
Instagram is probably the best one. It's obviously because it changed in July. It's a very new account. But yeah, Instagram is by far the best at the moment. I do hope to start using Facebook a bit more in the future, because I know there's a big festival community on there. I'm more comfortable with Instagram, I think. I like photographs.
So what we'll do is we'll make sure we get all the links underneath this video for the book, so people can buy the book, people can go follow the page. When you get the book, go and take a picture and put it on the page, tag the page. We want to see you using it. We want to see you having fun.
There's also some free stickers that you can download off our website as well. So if you want some stickers to use in it, because the whole thing is about getting kids involved as well as the parents. So you're doing it as a family. And well, I don't know what kid doesn't love stickers. I know mine
doesn't love stickers. I'm actually a kid. I don't know. Brilliant. We'll make sure that link goes underneath as well. So within the context of you and your bookmaking journey, is there anything else in the pipeline, or do we not want to talk about that? Or
well, there is. So
it might be, and not say what.
Since I've done this, I can't begin to tell you how many people have turned around to me and gone, "Oh, you should do this. Oh, you should do this. You should do this. You should do this."
Which isn't always helpful, but yeah.
Yeah, there's obviously a big need or a big desire from busy parents who want to, spend more quality time with their kids. Yeah. So I think I've got 4 in the pipeline for next year.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to find out.
The thing with this is, with any lead magnet for a business, the lead magnet can be the best lead magnet in the world. However, if you don't go out there and promote it, you might
about it.
And I hate the promotion bit. So I am forcing myself to concentrate purely on promoting this for at least the first quarter. So there won't be any new ones for a while. But I think next April there might be one about planning the whole of your summer holidays and kind of extending the idea, because, you know, I know so many of my son's classmates' parents who, when it's the summer holidays, just go into a total panic, and it's like,
oh, it is, and it's like, I should have prepared for this and I haven't, you know, and it is, yeah. And I think you're right. I think it's very easy to get excited and go, oh, squirrel, let's make another book. And like you said, if you don't tell people about it, they're not going to know it's there. It's one of the reasons we're doing this. So for context, for those that are thinking, oh, how did she make this book then? How did she find out how to do all of this? So Joanna has recently done the planner making course called Create, Publish and Grow. How did you find the course? How was it? Tell us about your experience in the course.
I loved it. I think I found my natural home. I don't think I realised quite how much I love planning until I started the course. But I am naturally a planner. I make checklists, I make everything, and then I don't stick to any of them. But I like the planning part of it. Yes. So I found it really logical, step by step, process driven, which is 100% a fit for me. And it's very easy to dip in and out because they're all very short, small videos. But the process is correct. And I know at the start of it, you say it's a repeatable process. Very, very much feel that, because I feel now that I have the tools and I feel very confident that I could go and produce as many more of these as I wanted to. Obviously, you know, keeping in contact with you and keeping that alumni relationship going because of the any changes, because Amazon do like to change, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and things will change, and I update people. So Joanna's referring to the alumni, which is a membership group that you can join after you've done the courses. At the minute, it's just £12 a month, and it just means that you've still got me there to ask questions, you've still got me there to ask, you know, feedback, anything like that. And we have a monthly call in there, so it just means that we can keep together, keep making books together, which is lovely. So if anybody is thinking about doing the course, what would you say?
I would say, if you believe it can help your business, and I think I'd struggle to think of an online business that it couldn't help, I would just go for it. But don't underestimate that it will take time, and it's not a magic wand.
Yeah, no courses.
It's all of the modules are drip fed, and they're drip fed for a reason.
Yeah. I'm laughing because someone's like, Claire always says, don't skip ahead. Like,
it's very tempting. You want to. And at the first week, you think, well, I've only got to structure it. That's not that hard. And then as you start to fill out the content, you realise, actually, you're writing a book. It's 130 pages or whatever it is. And you've got to fill them all out. Yeah. And taking the time gives you the opportunity to make it right, and not just to rush it, which I've tried before, and I'm very much guilty of rushing it. There's also a lot about the actual publishing, and once it's published and the things you have to do that I just wouldn't have had a clue about.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't have had a clue. I've got a couple of friends who tell me that I know far more, or I've picked up far more than I think I have from the course.
Well, you know more than the person that doesn't know, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why we learn things.
Yeah.
So, did you find the live support calls helpful as well? So every other week there's a live support call.
That's, I think, the key. Has been the key for me, and I think your support has been amazing. You have repeatedly gone over and above and helped me make this the success I hope it will be. But I mean, you've really helped me make it what it is, and you know, those calls are they're great. They are so helpful, and you pick up so much from the other people who are doing the course with you that their planners may be completely different, and you wouldn't necessarily expect to pick it up, but everybody has the same questions.
Yeah, and the same kind of like, oh, you can do it this way. Oh, let's, you know, like when we were talking about putting coloured bands down the edge of the page, all of a sudden someone else is going, oh, I'll do that, because that's, you know, which is did not thought of that. It's changing those things. Yeah. So what I used to do is I used to deliver the whole module as one live with questions at the end, and then it would actually end up being quite a long call. And if you wanted to go back and watch something and find something, then I think that can be quite tricky. I think a lot of courses are delivered that way, and I decided to pre-record all of the training. So they're in bite-sized pieces. So each module, there could be between, I don't know, maybe 5 and 10 videos. But some of the videos are literally 3 minutes long or 5 minutes long. So if you want to go in and just do a little bit, you can. If you want to go and binge watch, you can. And then when it comes to having a live call, we can have 45 minutes of questions. We don't have to like, oh, we've already been on for this long doing the training. So, yeah, and I love it. I love supporting people live and being there and having chats and finding out what's happening. So, yeah.
And I think it helps as well because you can go back and watch, particularly the ones about page size and, you know, pricing and things like that. It's great to be able to go back and watch them whenever you want to, whenever you realise that, you know, you tried to upload your book and Amazon said size wrong because you've not got your bleeding, yeah. So
yeah, and that's the thing. So like all the people that come on this course are business owners. So they're busy business owners. They're not people that have come to make planners for the sake of making planners stationery. They're still, I know you are making planners for the sake of planners, but you're not making them, they're not generic. They're not just, oh, this has got flowers on. You're not making a stationery product. You still are making something that is, you know, like you said, it's generating business for you. So you've got other things to be doing. And it's quite likely, like yourself, someone's going to come on the course, they're going to make a book, and then they're not going to look at that, actually the book creation process for maybe a few months because you're promoting the book, you're working in your business. And then when you're ready to do another one, I don't want you to have to watch all of the trainings again if the only little bit you can't remember is that one bit on, you know, lining up lines on Canva or the margins or the title or whatever. So yeah, so I am going to toot my own horn and say I think it's brilliant that they're all in bite-sized pieces, and I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. Really,
yeah. I think you should because it's we ask. Well, I certainly have asked really stupid questions, and they do take a long time to answer sometimes. And so it's great to have that time to really fill out, you know. It's great.
So just remind us where we can find more of you.
Instagram.
And what's the Facebook? The Instagram.
Yeah, it's all under the Family Festival Planner. Because I can't fit the whole title.
You couldn't get Fantabulous in that Family Festival Planner.
Yeah.
Go and have a look. Go and have a look on Amazon. Go and get a copy. Even if you just be nosy, you don't want a copy, go and have a nosy on Amazon and see what it's like. This will soon be on. A picture of this will soon be on my website as well. If you want to know more about the course, you can find more about me on my Facebook page, which is I Am Claire Clark. My website is I Am Claire Clark. Have a dig around. You'll find me. Reach out to me. Like I said, if you're a business, you need one of these books. So, Joanna, lovely to speak to you, and thank you for coming on. And I can't wait to see what happens because I know this is just going to fly because you have totally got behind it. So lovely, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.
Bye.